Hey, Mark here. I just want to give you a quick heads up. We had some slight technical issues on this episode. It's still a lot of fun. Everyone loves Norbert. We talked about our favorite superheroes released since Blade 1998. It's a good time, but we did have a couple issues, so the audio is not 100%, but I did the best I could. I think it sounds great. The content is a blast. So I just want to let you know before heading into this episode. I really hope you enjoy it. We had a great time recording it, and thank you for listening. Hello and welcome to Movies, Films, and Flicks. I am Mark Hoffmeyer, and joining me is a man who's trying to stop a runaway train with his Norbert webs. It's Norbert Morvan.
This is Africa, dear boy. Sweating is what we do.
The movie that retired Connery, but you can still have a good time with.
I will punch people in the face if they tell me The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen is a bad film. Okay? Period. Full stop.
You know, there's movies out there, right, that even if they don't totally tie together, if they still feature Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, Dracula, like does anything like blimps being blown up with rocket launchers, like if you feature a blimp being blown up by a rocket launcher, you're okay in my book. So it's like one of those movies where it features everything I like. And so
what are we complaining about here, man? These are the greatest collection of public domain heroes ever assembled on screen. Period. Full stop. Okay. And then one of them is Sean friggin' Connery. Just shut up and take my money. It's his last movie. And I don't think it was because this movie made him necessarily retire. He made his money.
He made his money.
Good. He made his money. He was old. You know what? To hell with this. He turned down The Matrix at one point, I think, something like that. So, you know what? I'm done with this. And this movie is absurd. And by the way, top five, right?
Yeah, top five. So what we're
break it down. Go ahead.
The entire idea for this episode is I love the movie Blade, 1998. Right. I went to the theater when I was 16, sweltering hot day, August day, and I sat in the theater. And the opening scene, so I know we have the birth scene, but the opening scene at the club is the greatest opening scene of any superhero movie ever made. And this is why. You have the two people entering, the Tracy Lords and the bro entering the club, in the meat factory. You see bodies rolling by, like sucked up in something for 3 seconds. They're never mentioned again. There's a bouncer at the door. He lets them in. There's a rave. There's all these like live vampires just dancing to EDM. Even the DJ is cool. He's got the flashlights. You know, blood rave. The soundtrack is banging. The vampires are dancing. This is not Fright Night. This is not Lost Boys. No. This is not Interview with the Vampire. This is not Near Dark. This is not Nosferatu or the other. This is not Dracula. This is not Hammer's Dracula.
That's right.
This isn't Life Force. This is Blade. And
this is Blade.
Watching these vampires, these like yuppie vampires rave in a secret rave, like there's just you're learning so much about them. And eventually I figured out how much blood comes from the sprinklers. I don't have it on me now, like 425 gallons, I think.
That's a lot of blood.
There's two sets of sprinklers. They pour on them. The vampires are covered in blood. And this guy who's normally like the alpha bro just becomes the meat. And he is just, and the guy's good too. I really like the actor. Like, he went on to be in The Shield. Like he had a long run on TV, and he plays the role perfectly. They put the Kangol on him, of course. Everyone wore a Kangol in 97, 98.
Yeah, but douchey 90s bro.
Yeah, but then he becomes just scared, and it becomes a hellscape of vampires and blood. And the guy is about to become lunch or dinner or whenever they woke up, maybe breakfast, because night. And so he's about to become breakfast, and then hundreds of vampires just stop.
All of them.
And then they see Blade standing there. And you go from this power dynamic of this guy who's normally the alpha is now lunch. He is powerless. He is nothing. And then hundreds of vampires see one person and they go, oh no. And then it's on. It's like just the character building, the world building, the power dynamics in this world and what this world is are established in 5-10 minutes without much dialogue. And listen, credit to Wesley Snipes, who was a producer on this. It's credit to Stephen Norrington. That's a credit to Jeff Amata, who was the one of the stunt guys on there who he did the They Live fight. Even Donald
Yeah.
Logue, like everybody in that movie is cool. And
Hmm.
I talked about it on a commentary for the Out Now with Aaron A podcast. We talked about it. It was really hard for me, Norbert, not to just be like, this movie's awesome, just every 3 minutes. And so, since I've talked about it before in the final fights with MFF, and I've brought it up a lot, I figured, hey, Norbert, we talk a lot about comic book movies and superhero movies. Let's draft our 5 favorite superhero movies since Blade, because Blade's important, Norbert. Blade's
It is.
very important in Marvel. People don't
It
remember
is.
that. People,
It
people,
is.
people think, oh, Iron Man, Dark Knight. No, dude. Like DC was dead. Like Batman and Robin took care of that. Marvel wasn't rolling, and you get this movie Blade that was very much of the time. You know, it was even before Matrix. Like even all the leather and the
Yep.
yuppie vampires in the world, like that wasn't even built yet. And so
Yep.
you get this amazing world. That was a success. 2 years later, you get X-Men, then you get Spider-Man. But the success of the R-rated badass martial arts film Blade, I believe, led to X-Men, led to Spider-Man, and now look where we're at in a world dominated by superhero movies. So
That's right.
you got to give Blade the respect it deserves. Blade is awesome. It's just awesome. I don't care. Wesley Snipes is perfection. I like it more than the second one, which I love. The first two are awesome. Third,
They are.
but
Yeah, the third one is, yeah. The third
bro,
one is definitely a movie.
it's a movie,
It's absolutely a movie
and
that's made on film.
and it's not even cromulent,
It's
but
not a cromulent film at all. No.
it's this. So I figured, hey, I'm gonna bring in Norbert since we talk a lot about superhero movies. You should go back and listen to those, and let's draft our 5 favorites. So since we're gonna do that with our 5 favorite superhero films released since 1998, I'll let you have first pick, Norbert. And
Well, there you
like we
go.
talked about some of the ones we love, but if you want to take one of the ones I
Yes.
love, I don't care. Go
Oh
for
no,
it.
not at all. Not at all, man. There's not going to be any jacking there, man. There's no jacking. What happened with me is I was originally going to go X2 because X2 is phenomenal. It's phenomenal. But I wanted to stay away from too many Marvel-esque movies. And you give the shout out to best opening sequence, Blade. I am not disagreeing with you. I'm also going to put as 1B to your 1A, just the opening scene. This is OLI, this one here on my list. This is outside looking in. The opening scene of X2 with Nightcrawler brainwashed, just going through the Secret Service with just the Beethoven. I'm just, my mind was blown watching
Yeah.
that in the theater. That was absurd because in terms of X-Men, yeah, everybody wants to be Wolverine. I used to love Nightcrawler because teleporting is what a bananas power. It was perfect on screen. It was perfect. It was the like you should see my eyes, ladies and gentlemen, as I'm doing this over. It was perfect. And he's oof, 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 oof. Oh my, oh that oof, and the music. And he was like, yeah, now I'm going to murder the president. Cheerfully so. And then he just got shot and he realized, oh, wait, I'm not supposed to be here and disappeared. Anyway, so that's my outside looking in. X2 opening scene.
Amazing. And are you picking that one?
No. That's
All right.
that's my outside. I'm sorry, that was my outside looking
And
in.
and and,
But,
and Norbert too, like the ending of that movie, the ending of that. So when
great cliffhanger.
we watched it back in the day,
Mhm.
and when Jean Grey is when the dam breaks and she's protecting the ship, and Marsden and Cyclops and Wolverine are just crying their eyes out and screaming,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
and then even the end with like the noise, but like just the emotion that they got from that scene in X2.
yeah,
I remember thinking to myself, I was like, I never thought I'd see this. Like, as much as I love Blade, right? Blade 2, Spider Man,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
heavy. The
It was
X2
deep.
is heavy and it's
It
deep.
was it was dark.
And the acting wasn't just like comic book movie acting, it was acting. Acting.
Oh, he's a
And
brilliant actor.
it floored me. It
Yeah,
really did. It was
yeah.
a like a good movie. Very, very
And then
singular too, like very insular.
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And then you have our boy, who would later go on to be Logan Roy, the greatest villain of all time on TV. He's just the worstest striker, just
Oh my
teasing
God.
Wolverine and just being an a-hole. And yeah, just yeah, casually murders people. So yeah, X2 is definitely on the outside looking in. Definitely. Just because
Good
I
pick.
didn't want to go too marvelly. We didn't want to get too marvelly, folks. Yes, you can just put the whole MCU in there, of course. blah blah blah. Yes, all those movies are awesome. Yes, okay, great. Now let's go. Now let's go with movies that we actually watch on a repeated basis.
Yeah.
When you're kind of drunk or you're a little sleepy or hey, I wonder what's on. Oh, this movie's on TV. That's what this list is, folks.
These
That's
are
what
movies
this list.
we love.
Right.
These are what we love.
Right. Right. So MCU is not trash. We're not saying that, but we're just saying if I want to watch a movie that's just randomly on TV, number 5, League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. This movie's absurd.
Yes.
This movie is absurd. I said it before, I'll say it again. Greatest collection of public domain characters ever put on screen. Period. Full stop. Created by the world's most insane genius, Alan Moore. Okay? Google Alan Moore and just imagine what that man smells like right now if he was standing next to you. There's
Anger,
no way he
and sweat and old
rage,
man, old
sweat,
man cynicism,
and perhaps whatever Hassenpfeffer is, because that's supposed to be a real dish, you know, and just a hint of cheese, because I see Alan Moore as a guy who absolutely has a bit of cheese, but stinky brie, and some Earl Grey hot, and just angrily writes a screed about something, because this is a movie by a clearly insane man. I mean, where does one even begin? What do you know about the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen?
So we covered this on MFF, and he distanced himself from the movie. And like Stephen Norrington, the guy who directed Blade, directed League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Right.
And so this movie had a decent amount of issues with like, they lost locations. They had to make the locations shorter, like an area flooded. So this is not a movie that was as intended. Like I think a set blew away. So then they lost weeks on production. And Norrington, he comes from that's the guy who did the chest burster. Like he designed the chest burster. This is a guy he's meticulous. He's
also a psycho. Yeah, he's a madman.
And like Norrington is special effects. And so you take forever on special effects because you have to be perfect. And so I think he made this movie. He lost a lot of time. They lost a lot of money. I think they lost different actors, like different actors went in and came out. Like they had a weird schedule. But at the end of the day, though, man, it's still fun. There's a cool car.
It's a fantastic, yeah.
Yeah, they're like there's a fun Jekyll and Hyde. There's
oh yeah. So who do we have?
Wilson's cool.
We've got Alan Quartermain, we've got Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, we've got
Tom Sawyer,
Nina Harker, we've got Tom Sawyer, we've got
Moriarty,
Captain Nemo, we got Moriarty. That's right, without Sherlock Holmes. Okay, and Captain Nemo's sword game is, quite frankly, above Luke Skywalker.
Yeah.
Captain Nemo with a sword is a problem. His Nautilus is perhaps the biggest ship ever created to go under the sea.
Yeah, I don't understand it.
It's the greatest submarine I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
All right. It's not nuclear powered or anything. I don't even know if it's gasoline. It just runs with underwater screws and the powerful. And then you just got Connery being a manly man, okay? Because Alan Quartermain is the man. It's great that this is his last movie because he just goes out in the manliest man role that was created in like the late 1800s, early 1900s. Alan Quartermain was just a goon. He was just an adventurer, one of those dudes that does high adventure, not just adventure, high adventure. You know what I'm saying? So you're looking for something. And there might be zombies. There might be robots. There might be zombie robots. There might be robot zombies. That is high adventure. That's the difference between adventure and just high adventure. And Alan Quartermain punches people in the face, hooks up with chicks, not unlike James Bond.
Nope.
That's who he is.
Yeah.
And then he's just a cocky little bastard. He goes to Tom Sawyer. Now, would you like to learn to shoot? Tom Sawyer, I can already shoot. Oh, I saw. Very American. Fire enough bullets and hope to hit the target. Like, more, please. More. How do you hate this? Because that was mad accurate. That was so on point. That was such a great line. I love this one.
He has a giant Batmobile. I mean, Peter Wilson's great. It's just it's full of vampires and it has invisible people and it's all just people I like and they're in it.
Yeah. Oh, the CGI. Shut up. Okay.
They didn't have enough time. They didn't have enough time and money. If you really go, so I dove into this. I listened to interviews about the costume design. I listened to like everything I could about this movie. But yeah, they
Right.
got entire sets flooded. They had entire sets destroyed. They lost a lot of time on this movie. They lost a lot of their schedule. So it's, I think at the end of the day, it's still fun. I dig it. It's a good
Yeah,
time.
and Connery and Stephen Norrington, they were just beefing all the time. Norrington told Connery, "Punch me in the face." That's how insane everyone in this movie is. Okay,
Yeah.
wonderful, wonderful,
Oh,
wonderful. I want the sequel. The sequel was supposed to be the League battling Martian tripods from the War of the Worlds. Right in my veins, please. Put that in my veins. Put that in
yeah.
my breakfast cereal. Sprinkle it on the table. Let's snort that. I want that. I still want that, quite frankly.
League of Extraordinary Warring Worlds.
Are you kidding me? With the Martian making the Martian noise from the book? Come on. Who doesn't want to see that?
Give me
Have
it.
you seen TV lately? Not TV. Have you seen movies lately? Would this not be great
Yeah.
compared to what's out? Let's go. What's yours, baby? I'm sorry.
Okay. So we're
I'm
working our way
absurd.
down. We're working our way down from 5. So I'm going to
Yeah,
take Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse. And the
that's
the, re- the
one,
reason
right?
the reason I
The
want
new
this one,
cross.
what's up? Oh no,
The
the
new
first
one is
one.
a cross.
It's got to be the
Okay, it
first
is
one.
the first.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
thank you, thank you.
I don't know. I can't put a cliffhanger in there. It's amazing. It's amazing. Like I knew the cliffhanger was coming. I was mad when the cliffhanger happened. I'm like, oh,
It
but
was a great movie.
the first one though, right? Like, Phil Lord and Miller and the directors, like Rob Persichetti, Peter Ramsey, Rodney Rothman, like Phil Lord came up with the story. I love that they went to Sony. The reason I want to add this is, aside from the stellar voice work by Shamik Moore, and I mean, Jake Johnson's hitting another thing on here, Haley Steinfeld, Mahershala
Totally.
Ali, Brian Tyree Henley, like Zoe Kravitz. You got
Totally.
Nicolas Cage, Liev Schreiber, who's
Mhm.
incredible.
Mhm.
Haley Steinfeld, she's great. But what I love about this is they pitched this movie and they went, we're going to change animation. We're going to create a style of animation that you've never ever seen before. We are
It's
going to
absurd.
chanit
Yeah,
animation. And then
literally.
Sony goes, do it. And then they went, oh shit. Like we
It is absurd.
yeah.
Look
And
at this on screen. I would have had a seizure if I saw this in the theater. The way this movie moves.
and I love that they didn't even have it planned yet. They're like, this is what we want to do. And we're going to change it. And they're like, oh, go do it. And then they're like, oh, great. Now we have to do it. But I think between the work of Chris Pine, Shamik Moore, the father son, the uncle, Kingpin. I mean, Jake Johnson is pitch perfect as Peter B. Parker.
As old Spider-Man. Yes, he's great.
Like it just like everyone is so alive in this movie. The animation is so that what I'm just gonna say that the movie is alive. It is an alive experience, and I love the second one. I do. It's a second one that lives up to the legacy of the first film. But I think after seeing this animation and not knowing what I was really getting into, and then watching how great Shamik Moore was, and listening and just the making a somewhat familiar story feel wildly fresh because I hadn't read the comics. I didn't know much
Yeah.
about Miles Morales. I knew he existed, but I didn't know about him. But just what they did with this movie, the way it looked, the life it had, the music, just the animation cells. I know when I love a movie when I immediately leave the theater and I go to research it. So if I love a movie, like when I'm not like I'm a phone or leaving the theater, but later on, I'm like, I got to know about that. I want to know about this frames. I want to know about how they created this artwork. Like, what did they do? Like, what's the rendering here? What's the
Right.
animation style? So I went and
Right.
found everything I could, listened to everything I could to just learn about it. And I know and I love that. And for me, it's bold and it's ambitious and it's a blockbuster. I think there's a lot of movies out there that they're good superhero films, but they play for worldwide audiences and they just want to play it safe. And so that's fine. It's fine to follow the traditional narrative of an origin story, but because it leaves room for when you tell a familiar origin story, it leaves a lot of room for character work because the story is
Yeah.
so simple. I get it.
That's right.
But like this one's it tells the origin story, but it's not simple. And it's
No.
still very alive. And you have the multiverse and you have the Spider-Verse, sorry. And it's just a blast. I love it. So yeah, that's
No,
my
you're not wrong. You're not wrong. And on top of that, Stan Lee, boom, obliterates the haters a long time ago in an interview that he did with Larry King, where he's saying any kid could imagine that he's Spider-Man because no color of the skin shows. He could be black under that. He could be red. He could be yellow. He could belong to any race. And that wasn't done purposefully. It was done accidentally, but I think it was the best thing that we did, making him so he could be anybody under that costume. And then in the movie, his final speaking role, the costume always fits eventually.
Yeah.
So you got all these people, it's woke. Shut up.
Shut up.
Stan Lee is letting you know anybody could be Spider-Man. It could be me, it could be you, it could be anybody. So he completely co-signed what Brian Michael Bendis and Sarah Pichelli made up. Yes, that's right. Brian Michael Bendis and Sarah Pichelli, because I read those. And Miles, mwah. And the video game, wow, on PS2, PS4, now coming from PS5. I bought that game like twice. I might buy it a third time. That's how absurd and wonderful the Morales character is to the universe, the real universe, not the MCU universe, like to everybody.
Yeah.
Important, well done character. And the animation is mind blowing.
Mind blowing.
The sequel somehow improves upon that. In the video game, you have the option to put on the suit from Into the Spider-Man. And I thought my computer was broken because it was moving like they do in the movie, where like weird little jitters. I had to take it off because it was doing what it does in the movie and I couldn't get the timing right. That's how amazing it was. It's such a spectacular movie. And it hits the heart too, man.
I mean, with that voice cast, like what a great voice cast. And they're all committed to.
He nails the New York, Brooklyn accent without going too far.
There's like lightning in a bottle, I think, sometimes with voice casting, like Robin Williams with Genie.
Yes.
I mean, I'm sure there's other, I'm kind of blanking right now. I actually really like the Tangled voice cast. I think they're great. But it's like Shameik Moore and like Jake Johnson and Chris Pine translates really well to a super cool Spider-Man. And Haley Steinfeld. Chris
Pine was one of them too?
Yeah, he's Spider-Man. He's the one who gets killed.
Oh, wow. I gotta rewatch it.
Yeah, he's so good. But yeah, what's your second pick?
Okay. Going number 2. We are going with Chronicle. 2012.
Ooh.
2012. Because found footage was a thing. It was kind of played out. You know, you had Paranormal Activity, you had REC, you had Cloverfield, you know,
Quarantine.
You have all of these, right? Quarantine, which is the remake of REC, wasn't it? Right? Yeah, the Spanish movie. Okay, so found footage, whatever. Found footage plus superhero, huh? Interesting. Dane DeHaan is an incel, of course. Incel Dane DeHaan, of course. Right?
But he's perfect. He's so good.
That's how he ends up as Harry Osborn in I never blame the actors for the Sony reboots of Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2. But he nailed it as Harry with what they gave him. And you get to see all of that here as he plays Peter Parker gone horribly wrong.
Horribly wrong.
And Peter Parker gone wrong, yeah.
The sky scenes when they are flying with the plane, I remember being in a theater and just feeling it. Like I felt them up there.
So real.
Yeah.
It looks so real.
Yeah. And like, dude, like young Michael B. Jordan too. Like him and Dane DeHaan. Like I apologize. I don't know the name of the third guy. And he's
not wrong. It's we blame our. Let me find out.
He's really good, but I do think that Michael B. Jordan and Dane DeHaan. Like even after I stepped out of the theater, I was like, "What's that guy's name again?" But it was. I mean, Jordan is so good in this. The cave they go into, their relationship, and I mean, at least they try to give Dane DeHaan a little bit of a with the abusive father subplot. But it's
yes
for next to nothing. He made a great Spider-Man or a great superhero movie.
100%. It was made in South Africa for budgetary reasons. And I tell you what, you can see where they put the money in that they saved on that budget because the effects in this movie are chef's kiss. So we got Dane DeHaan as Andrew, Michael B. Jordan as Steve, and Matt, who is Alex Russell, who apparently is in the CBS crime action drama series SWAT. So that's why I still don't know who he is because I don't watch things that come on CBS.
He's super likable though. I remember watching him like I like this
he's
guy.
Amazing.
Yeah, he's cool.
He's amazing. He's amazing. There are no bad actors in this movie. And Dane DeHaan, he's bullied. He's bullied by everyone. And he gets the powers. And then he realizes, oh, wait a minute. He goes on the internet which was so great because it's 2012. And he goes on the internet and he starts reading about alpha males and being an alpha and being an alpha creature and why humans are alpha. And oh, by the way, I'm an alpha and I'm going to crush this car with my hand behind me. It's like message. And that's how you make an incel. And the next scene, the bully starts to mess with him and he just rips his teeth out casually with psychic powers. Brutal. In the hallway, in front of everybody. Woo, Lord of mercy. So Dane DeHaan nails him.
And also, I just want to give some preps real quick to Alex Russell because I said I forgot his name. But right now he's done 128 episodes of SWAT, so that's sweet syndication money. And then he's also in Only the Brave, a movie I really like a lot. And he's in Jungle with Daniel Radcliffe. So the guy works a lot. So I just want to give him props for that. But
done.
When you watch this movie, did you like expect this to be this good? Like I was like, I like Michael B. Jordan. You know, I knew him from The Wire. I knew him from Friday Night Lights.
Right.
And so I was like, he's cool. I didn't really know Dane DeHaan. So I just went in there thinking it was going to be a fun, and critics love it. IMDb loves it.
Yeah.
And then when I watched it, I went, holy crap, this is good.
Yeah. This is still a time when I still kind of believe that a sci-fi movie would not be bad. When I gave things the benefit of the doubt.
Oh, okay.
Especially science fiction movies, because I'm willing to watch trash. As I just said, League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, I'll punch you in the face if you tell me it's a bad movie, because I don't care. I'll watch that right now while we're doing this and just ignore you completely. I love that movie. And Chronicle just happened to be, oh my God, the three leads are phenomenal. They are phenomenal. And the story is great. The guy who made the movie, clearly they realized, okay, let's just crib from all the cool sci-fi.
Yeah.
And so they give shout outs to Akira. They give shout outs to, hey, psychic powers make your nose bleed. We get that from the Fantastic Four from the comics. You know what I'm saying? You get that from Akira. You get that from Firestarter. Dum, dum, dum. Yeah. Every time the father wants to do something, dum, 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 the weird sound effect, nosebleed. We just throw a bunch of little things in there. It's Josh Trank and Max Landis who write this movie. And they know where the bread is buttered. Mm-hmm. And they crib from all the great sci-fi, and it comes together. And then the three guys, apparently, they lived in a house together for like 2 weeks. So they got some real chemistry going, and you can see it on screen. They're friends.
They are. I hate the movies where you have a group of kids and they're all joking around the beginning, and you're like, I don't like these guys. This is not real. This hurts my soul. But the three of them found it, and I mean, it's a credit to their acting too. Like, I mean, you know, Max Landis and Josh Trank have both kind of they become persona non gratas, and because Josh Trank did Fantastic Four. And we all heard about that. And then Max Landis, let's not even get into that.
Ooh,
but this is what you do, though. You borrow from the best. I mean, that's what Alien did. We've talked like Alien, like we borrow from the best. I mean, that's what the John Wick movies do, and they admit to it. So it's 100%. You do that, you get good actors, and you focus on the VFX, and you like this is a rare picture. This is a good picture.
Yeah. It's so good. It's so good. And it's and I call it underrated, even though it made a bunch of money, because people don't talk about it anymore. Because honestly, there's just too much quote unquote content now. We don't even call stuff movies or TV shows. We just call it content because there's an absurd amount of just crap. There's too much out there. Ladies and gentlemen, go get Chronicle and just enjoy yourself. It is a great sci-fi superhero, and it's grounded. It's real.
It's the real. Chronic. It's what? Fantastic. Cole. Of 20, so you can't even go further with that. It's just the Chronic. What? Cole.
You want to see Dane DeHaan be an incel? Watch Chronic.
Every time I see Dane DeHaan, I'm like, I want to watch Valerian again because I love Valerians. With
that movie,
I love that movie so much.
It's too bad that didn't catch on because the universe was built. He inhabited the character well. I would have liked to have seen more of those.
And like Cara Delevingne has the look. She looked awesome. Dane was cool. Like the whole movie, like it's just I love you know, an Oppenheimer. Megan and I were watching it, and the first time we saw Dane DeHaan, I just look over at Megan and she looks at me and we're like Valerian. All right, this is gonna be another kind of crazy one here, but I'm gonna go for my second pick, Spider-Man 2, 2004's 7.5 IMDb, 93% tomato meter rated. One of the highest. Yeah, that's it. It should be like 8.3, but it's one of the highest rated superhero films ever made. It made $789 million worldwide in 2004. So that's $1 billion
Right.
with
It's
inflation.
huge. Easy. Yeah.
But this is a movie that gets, I'm going to tell you, this is a movie that gets the villain and the hero right.
Perfect.
And when we get to that train sequence, no, okay, when we first meet Doc Ock, he's a good dude. We like him. We like him a lot. And then when you have that Evil Dead, Sam Raimi, chainsaw hospital moment where all the doctors get slaughtered, I wanted to pick up everybody in the theater and do a lap with them. And this is 04, and I could have done that. So it's you have Alfred Molina acting his face off, right? You like him. You like him. So when you have the bank robbery, even the stories, like he has Aunt May and he's climbing up, Spider-Man has to stop it. Like it's every, and then at the end, let's talk about the train fight. Actually, just watching Spider-Man use everything he can to stop the train. The people on the train try to support him. At the end, they pick him up over their heads, kind of like in a religious.
He's his pose,
yeah. But like it's meant more like comically. Like it really is. Right. Like it's a beautiful moment. It's a suspenseful moment. I would put the train scenes in top 3 superhero moments of all time for me. And just like the way that the buildings break away, the way that like Spider-Man wants to save it, the way that Tobey Maguire just like commits fully to just pretending that his body's being ripped for limb from limb. Right. It's just a beautiful film. And at the end, I mean, Doc Ock gets his redemption. And first and foremost, though, I think that this is a movie made by, you can tell why Spider-Man 3 isn't good, because Sam Raimi hated Venom.
Yeah.
And he didn't want Venom there. But you can tell that Spider-Man loves Doc Ock. He loves Spider-Man, and you can feel it. Like, I think the best comic book movies are when the creators love the character. And
that's it.
He loves Spider-Man. And I think Toby's all in. There's some really funny moments in it too. Just it's a cheeky, it's funny though. The raindrops keep falling on my head bit. And like, I don't know, man. It's just a lovely superhero film that I keep going back to. I mean, almost 20 years later, I keep coming back to it because I love it so much.
Nothing you've said is wrong. And Raimi is a massive fan. So part 1, they give him a break, leave him alone. Part 2, give him a break, leave him alone. Part 3, money, 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 money. They're looking for that $1 billion. And so they ruin it.
And they did that with Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Oh, immediately.
You reboot. You have Andrew Garfield and Emma Stone and Dane DeHaan. And you're like, give me Rhino. I mean, you have Jamie Foxx. Foxx. Collateral's Jamie Foxx. Like, they clone Tyrone's Jamie Foxx. Day Shift's Jamie Foxx. Like, he Oscar-winning, raised
multi-hyphenate
comedian.
Right.
Like, you have him. Then you have Felicity Jones, and then
their whole goal is to try to make the MCU as quickly as possible.
Stupid
dummies, greed. Greed.
It's like, you guys didn't learn from Spider-Man 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, Spider-Man is the most famous character in comic books, basically. He's had Marvel Comics on his back for 70 years. You put a kid in a Spider-Man costume and you use a Betacam and put that in theaters, it's going to make $40 million just regardless. Okay? Take your time. Make the movie good. Look at what Raimi did with 1 and 2. You see the error in part 3, and it still made $1 billion anyway. Because people hated that. It was not Tobey Maguire. Topher Grace. The guy's name is Christopher. It irks me that his name's Topher. Isn't he Christopher?
I don't know.
Just punchable. Terrible Venom. Terrible. Okay.
Well, Topher Grace didn't even think he was a good Venom. Apparently, and then you throw in Gwen Stacy and
too many. But it was literally too many things.
Guess how many villains there are in Spider-Man 2? Like, core villains.
How many? One, ladies and gentlemen.
Podcast. You listening? You can't see me put one finger up.
But it's just perfect. When I saw that in the theater, I said, they just took a comic book and put it on screen. Pretty much.
I don't want
to shot.
I'm dating this Norbert, but I was like 22 when I watched this, and you were probably 23, 24 when you watched this. Comic book movies weren't this good back then.
No, they weren't. They weren't.
Like, we had Blade, X-Men was good. We had we had some good ones, right? X2.
Yeah.
But they were few and far between, man. Like
There was,
like
a lot of
89 Batman, like then you had Batman Returns. I love Batman Forever, was just cheeky, fun, whatever. But
yes,
Spider-Man 2 is a different level.
yeah, yeah.
And you're
Spider-Man 2 was damn near Oscar worthy, in
yeah.
my opinion.
And I remember just sitting in the theater going, this is
You know what I'm
hmm,
saying? When you get to that
hmm.
scene where where Mary Jane and Peter are in the coffee shop and his spider sense goes off, the
Yeah.
way they pan and that car breaks the what?
And most
What?
importantly, the surgeon, the autopsy scene. And
Oh, that
just
was Sam. That was just Sam Raimi.
give
That
me
was
it.
just that was Evil Dead. That was all of the wonderful things
But
that Sam Raimi has done. And by the way, Drag Me to Hell. I believe
perfect.
he's the executive producer
He
or
directed
direct
it.
whatever. Okay,
That
good.
was Megan's and My First Date.
Ladies and gentlemen, Drag Me to Hell. The ending.
You know what I love the most about Drag Me to Hell's perfect. There's a scene in the film where you get a jump scare from a handkerchief, right?
Yes.
And the handkerchief blows away. And Alison Lohman, who's perfection in that movie, she turns around slowly, and the woman is in her back seat. So you have a jump scare from a handkerchief. So you're all, and then you turn around, there's a woman in the back seat that you don't
Mhm.
jump at because you just jump. It's perfection. It's like it's
Flawless.
audience. Sam Raimi said in that movie the number one thing he wanted to do was give audiences a good time, and he
Yes.
did.
Mission complete.
Mission
Mission
complete.
complete. Justin Long playing a Justin Long type character. Mwah.
Ah,
Sam Raimi understands his genre. He understands his characters, and that is why Spider-Man 1, 2, and even portions of 3, flawless.
you,
2, the best one of the 3. Absolutely.
people need to know about Justin Long's horror career because you have
Jeepers
Barbarian,
Creepers.
amazing. Jeepers Creepers, amazing. Like you have Drag Me to Hell, amazing. I'm just gonna say I love Tusk. I love the idea of Tusk. I think it's Kevin. I think Kevin Smith tries in Tusk,
Yeah, he does. He
and
does.
yeah, I think he made some big mistakes along the way. But with Michael Park, the Michael Park and Justin Long stuff is very strong, and I just I'm a Longer. I'm a Justin Longer. I'm just gonna say it. I'm a Justin
You
Longer.
gotta be. You
All right.
gotta be.
What's your third pick, Norbert?
Okay. Third pick. I was wondering when you'd remember you left your helmet behind. Sir, a helmet can interfere with my psychic abilities. Think a bullet might interfere with the roar. Ladies and gentlemen, Carl Urban is dread. Judgment is coming.
Oh man, I had a long conversation. I went and watched Blue Beetle last night. I went to a screening, and a bunch of us started talking about Dread.
It's so good. The movie's so good. The
Ah,
movie's so good. Sylvester Stallone killed this movie, ladies and gentlemen.
yeah, he did with his
Period. Point
Gucci
blank.
clothes and everything.
Period. Point blank. Sylvester Stallone killed this movie because he had to take his helmet off. He had to go face to face with Armand Desante, culminating in one of the greatest internet memes. You betrayed me. Ah, it's one of the greatest internet memes ever because it's stupid.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, and the Rob Schneider, Dread, help, Dread, look out, Dread. If I just irritated you, never watch the Judge Dredd Sylvester Stallone because
Don't.
that happens the whole time. It's super annoying.
Hey, they were funny together in Demolition Man. Let's do an entire movie.
Ugh.
This movie though,
So
Norbert, the slow mo 3D. Lena Headey's Scarface. Olivia Thirlby's awesome. You got Wood Harris. You have Donald Gleason. You have Carl
yes,
Urban. Our Urban loves the character. Let's go back
yes,
like Spider-Man 2. Urban loves the character, and his
nails it.
jawline is perfect. His chin is
Perfect.
great,
Great.
great chin, and it's violent. It's violent as shit.
Because the comics were, bro. Judge Dredd is a really dark comic, man. And it's darkly sarcastic, evil. Just Dread is from the, I believe, 2000 AD books. And there's just no hope for the future. The planet is dead because of nuclear war. Okay. And so there's a city called Mega City that is everything that survives from Boston to DC under one roof, encased in a wall. And because crime is absurd, we don't have cops anymore. We have these dudes who ride around on motorcycles with guns, and they are judges. Oh, did you steal something? You're going to jail. for like 40 years in the ISO cubes, they called them. Oh, you murdered someone? I'm going to shoot you in the face right now. Done. You've been judged. Dredd nails this. Okay. Dredd is the best one. Carl Urban nails it perfectly. We do not suffer fools gladly. We take shit from nobody. Wood Harris, just fresh off of his greatest role as I want my corners from The Wire.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, the name just escaped me. I've been watching videos of The Wire on YouTube for like the last week.
I was watching that when I was in Korea with you in 2008. Well, oh,
I
man.
want my corners.
This is really bad.
Barksdale.
Yeah, that's it. Avon.
He gets to be Avon Barksdale in the post-apocalyptic future. Check, please. Let's do that. Okay. And then the drug, slow-mo.
Hey, let's incorporate 3D organically. Let's fit it in as a character. Let's not just post, secondary, like, let's not shoot the movie, then convert it into 3D. Let's write it in as a character.
Yes. I'm not going to lie. That movie made me want to do that drug. I'm a terrible human being because that drug is clearly harmful and highly addictive. And yet I want to do that drug because it looks so chill.
And also, I want to give props to Olivia Thirlby too. Like, she's not just, I think in what Diane Lane was in the Judge Dredd, and she's great, but like Thirlby works in this movie really well. And then, oh man, when the other Dredds go after Dredd,
the crooked Dredd.
Yeah.
The crooked Dredds. And he just puts it down. He just basically, listen, ladies and gentlemen.
With his chin.
I'm going to kill everyone that tries to kill me. Okay? Just letting it be known. By the way, I'm Judge Dredd. Peace.
And Lena Headey's story too, man, the way she worked up from where she was.
Mama.
Like you almost like Mama because you just understand how hard she's worked to get to the top. Oh man, what a movie. Like, it's a lot. It's I remember watching it for the first time and being like, this is really good. But I was like, this is more violent than I would have ever expected.
Brutal. Because you had to wash the taste out of Sylvester Stallone out of your mouth, man. Sylvester Stallone. Okay? And then you get your boy Carl Urban. In case you people have forgotten, this block operates under the same rules as the rest of the city. Mama is not the law. I am the law. Mama is a common criminal, guilty of murder, guilty of the manufacture and distribution of the narcotic known as slow-mo, and as of now, under sentence of death. Any who obstruct me in carrying out my duty will be treated as an accessory to her crimes. As for you, Mama, judgment time. Oscar, let's go! Let's go!
And Alex Garland wrote the script.
Of course he did.
Yeah.
Because he's a dark man too.
He loves really shitty journeys for people. Like Sunshine, 28 Days Later, Dredd, Ex Machina, Annihilation.
He's from the UK, right? Yeah, this is where the comic comes from. So dudes like him grew up on this. Like I grew up on Spider-Man. He grew up on this. Of course he made 28 Days Later.
I love it. Oh man. Oh, so I'm on my third pick, huh?
Yes, sir.
You know what? I'm gonna say 2005's Constantine.
That movie's sweet, bro.
Sweet. The visuals, man. And listen,
I love that movie.
When Peter Stormare comes in as Satan, just dripping with ooze and
mind blown. Yes.
Perfect. And like Rachel Weisz, dude. Rachel Weisz, Tilda Swinton, Peter Stormare, Jaimin Hunsu, Keanu Reeves, stacked. And like Francis Lawrence has proven himself to be a very good director. I mean, he did I Am Legend. He did the Hunger Games movies. Like, dude can direct. And
absolutely,
Keanu Reeves in this movie is note perfect. There's a scene where he trapped a spider in a glass and blows smoke in it to it.
Yes.
It was like, welcome to my world.
Welcome to my world.
Yeah. When he's floating away to heaven and he flicks off Satan. Like, he's perfect in it. And just the noir aspects of it, the detective, like the different world that he goes to, like where, he goes around to the bowling alley. He goes to meet all these different people and just all these different people that he interacts with. And like Gavin Rossdale too, man. Like, I don't think I've ever seen Gavin Rossdale in another movie, but I'm like, this dude, no, like this guy's cool. Like just the style that he looks.
That's the guy that was like, "I think you're looking good."
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought he was terrible doing that. I thought he was like reading off a cue card when he said
Oh, he
that.
was.
But I loved it anyway because there's got to be one bad part of this movie,
Yeah.
and it's him.
I think
He was so terrible.
he was cast for the look. Like he has a good look. And so
Wasn't
I think
he like Bush
Bush, yeah,
or
he was a
one of
Bush
those?
lead singer. Yeah.
Right,
And
right.
and
I love Glycerine. Okay,
oh yeah, good song.
I love Glycerine, but he was terrible. He was like, "You're looking good." I was like,
Well, I
He
think
makes
that's
me
what
laugh.
happens when you put Gavin Rosdale next to Tilda Swinton, Rachel Weisz, Keanu Reeves, Dryman Hunsu, Peter Stormare. Like
There it is. It's clearly, oh, it's his first movie. Okay, got it. Right.
you're setting him up for failure. But it's
Yeah.
yeah, but I still think he had the look. I think
He did.
like people were like,
He nailed
Keanu's
it.
not that good in it. Like, shut up. Like Keanu's awesome in this movie. This is
He
you know,
is.
like the production design, dude. When you look in his apartment, all the work that went into everything in his apartment is just incredible. Like when he man, just
The fan backlash against Keanu is because John Constantine's supposed to be a British dude. And we've all seen Keanu Reeves do a British accent, and
Yeah,
it's
but
not good.
Brits
So
have
that's
taken
why he didn't
enough
even
American
try.
roles. Why? We'll just
Yes.
give it. Yeah, like,
Agreed.
yeah.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
he's perfect though, man. But Tilda Swinton as Gabriel,
Little whore.
oh, and like Vice is perfect in it, man. Vice is perfect.
The eyes give it away.
Oh,
She's
man.
just the whole time she was clearly just like, I'm so sad. I'm so depressed. The world sucks. My sister didn't kill herself, obviously. You piece of shit.
This
What are you
is.
talking about?
I'm so happy that it's getting a sequel and people are digging it now because this is one of
Oh
those
man.
movies. So I saw this in 05 and even because Rotten Tomatoes started, I think, in 1998, and
Mhm.
even before I even started writing for them and becoming wary of film criticism. In 05, I was like, yeah, this is bullshit. Like, this movie is awesome. I was like, what are you talking about, dude?
Why?
Like,
Why are
like,
you hating? Where?
I was like, why? Why? Be more constructive
Why?
with your feedback. I
Quite
just quoted,
simply, why?
yeah, and like, it's 46% on Rotten Tomatoes, but
What?
it's bullshit. But it's 7 out of 10 on IMDb. So, but like, this is a stylish, a
It
good,
really is.
a well-made movie, man. Like, just get over yourselves, y'all. Like, this is good
Seriously.
cinema, and this is daring, and it's R-rated, and it's violent. The
It is.
exorcisms are quite gnarly, and
That's right.
and the cinematography is glorious. I mean, beautiful cinematography. This isn't
does
just
look-
some superhero films, they look like they were shot on wax paper because they don't need to look great, but like this movie has style and it looks beautiful. Like, so that's my number 3.
No, and you're right, man. And the one last note I have is this is why Jaimin Hansu is always mad that he doesn't get enough roles because he nails it. He burns
Don't get
the
me
screen
started. Don't get me
every
started
time
on
he's on the
Jaimin.
screen.
We need to do a Jaimin Hansu episode because
Seriously. He's the most, and it's not that he's underrated. He's underutilized.
it's bullshit.
They could have gave him.
Dude, yeah.
They could have gave him an entire B plot in this movie, and I would have been mesmerized by it because every time he's on the screen opposite Keanu, he's murdering it. He's so good.
He's in like Guardians of the Galaxy for a little bit. He's in Captain Marvel for a little bit. He's in Furious 7 for a little bit. This guy has 2 Oscar nominations. Come on now.
What are we talking about?
He's great.
Exactly.
Never Back Down. People don't give Never Back Down a fair shake. That's a
Right.
good movie. He's an MMA coach, and Cam Gigante is like one of the best villains.
Even that Quiet Place sequel, he's like my favorite thing in it.
Great sweater.
He's just a man. Yeah. Jaimin Hansu episode, people, look for it.
Yeah,
I'm ready.
it's happening. It's happening.
I'm ready for that. I'm
It's
ready for that.
happening.
Is,
Right,
is
so
it my turn?
Yeah. What's your 4th pick?
Okay. My 4th pick, we go slightly back into the world of Marvel because it's The Incredibles, folks. Quite simply, it's the best Fantastic Four movie you're going to get. Period. Point blank. Full stop. And let me explain. Fantastic Four comes out in the 60s, right? It's Stan Lee rolling the dice in his 40s with a crazy story about 4 superheroes who always bitch at each other. They're always complaining. And they're family, right? And for what it's worth, the one that Fox came out with Chickless and those guys,
Alba. Tim Story.
they nailed that aspect of it for what it's worth. They absolutely nailed the bickering family aspect of it in both of them, which is why I will still watch those, but I have to be really drunk. So
You pass out a third of the way through.
Pass out a third of the way through. Yeah, don't watch them. Yeah.
How did they get away with The Incredibles?
This is the question, because you got Elastigirl, who has Mr. Fantastic powers. You have
Invisible.
The daughter Violet, who has Sue Storm's powers. Nobody goes on fire. Jack does eventually, though.
Yeah,
First
he does.
He can just do whatever he wants.
He fights raccoons.
Jack has all the powers. The son, super fast. Okay. Nobody in Fantastic Four has that. But the father, Mr. Incredible, that's the Thing's power right there. Just being, super strong. The joy of the Incredibles is the animation allows them to go berserk with the way the characters look. It's that weird PS4 vibe before PS4 came out. It's just such a good looking movie.
Frozone too. We got to give.
Where's my super suit?
He was a terrible villain before. So he was the entitled comic book fan years before entitled comic book fans.
Oh, not Frozone. That's Syndrome.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Syndrome.
Yeah, Syndrome. My bad. Where's my super suit? Oh, I love Frozone.
That's right.
That's right. Sorry, Samuel Jackson. My bad. But right. Syndrome. He was the entitled fan before entitled fan. Look, there were entitled fans there, but then they became super loud with Comic-Con and all that kind of stuff.
That's right.
So they had that well in advance, but just there's one of the greatest rock throws of all time when he throws a rock and hits the guard, and just Our Lady, Holly Hunter.
Yes.
Raised in Arizona.
Yes.
Just
Elastigirl had cheeks too. I'm not gonna lie. I was very confused watching this movie. I was very confused because I keep looking at Elastigirl in wrong ways, and I'm like, this is a cartoon. Yeah.
So I don't even want to talk about the motorcycle scenes with her in the second one then with you.
What?
But it's no, listen, I bought that movie. Like I remember being in college and just being like, this movie's cool. This is a good movie. And Jason Lee's voice work is excellent too. Like he's such a good villain.
He nails it. He nails it.
Remember in Syndrome takes Mr. Incredible and just flings him about 700 yards away, and he's like, oh, whoops.
That's right. That's right. And his whole thing, is that weird comic books should be done this way. And it's also that weird Ayn Rand thing where if everyone is special, no one is special. Just a lot of weird themes in this movie. And that's why it hit. It hits really well because it's got a solid story foundation on top of just the amazing voice acting. And then the Fantastic Four, right? The bickering families.
This is an origin story too, which saves so much time. Because they have their powers and they have to pretend like they don't have powers, but then they can use their powers. So it saves all of that time.
Exactly.
Man, I think I like the movie more now.
It's a fantastic movie, and the layers are there for you to break it down. The layers are absolutely there, and the cape thing is stupid. The cape thing is stupid, right?
And the mole, she's so great.
You don't wear a cape.
Hey, darling.
It's the cape, the Chekhov's cape, because it absolutely just comes. Oh yeah, you're right. And he dies badly, dude.
Bad.
That's a bad death for a Disney movie, because I didn't recall a Disney character dying that violently since Ursula getting the thing through the chest, bro, in The Little Mermaid. It was 89. That's a legit cartoon. Ursula gets stabbed through the chest, kids. Spoiler alert. It comes out her back. Like, that was mad graphic. Just because there's no blood, kids. And so this guy, his cape, spoiler alert, gets sucked into a jet engine, and the engine blows up. Like, that man is dead, folks.
Super dead.
Gotta watch The Incredibles, ladies and gentlemen. That's mwah.
Oh, man.
Flawless victory.
So I'm down to my fourth pick. We already talked about Blade 1998.
Yes, sir.
Some people always trying to ice skate uphill. And remember when the cops point their guns at him and they shoot him? He's like, motherfucker, what are you?
So Harlem. That was so Harlem.
And like Pearl, remember how gross Pearl was? Like, that thing eats babies. Like Stephen Norrington had a background for it, and then Karen James just burns, or Jensen. Karen just burns the shit out of him. Pearl.
It's Boucher Wright.
Yeah, and Boucher
she was amazing. Yeah.
And what's cool about Boucher Wright and Wesley Snipes is they didn't really have there wasn't the stock romantic thing about them. It was kind of cool. Like, they were pretty platonic. Like, this movie it's not an origin story because they tell it in the beginning. There's no like super love story. Like, it's not like Spider-Man, Mary Jane in this. Like,
he's not actually anyone.
The villains. Okay, my only problem with this movie is vampires rule the world.
Yes,
Stephen Dorff
basically.
kills all the old people. And then he's like, he rules the world. But then he's like, I still want the blood god. It's like, yo, dude, wait a year. You rule everything. You don't need the blood god. You
You
don't.
don't. Yeah,
You control the world. You don't need that. Stop
you
trying to
don't.
get the blood god. But I
You
mean, the
don't.
martial arts in this movie, just the this Blade stomping on people in the fights, and even Donald Logue. I mean, it's just a cool movie, man. Then you get Sanaa Lathan popping up with the weird mother thing. You,
That struck me when I was watching it the first time because that came out of nowhere. I was like, "Oh snap, she's a
just
bad guy."
I
You
love that.
hadn't seen her do that villain turn at that up until that point in her career. That was great for her.
And then you got Matt Schultz. He's in Blade 1 and 2, which makes me really happy. And
Yeah,
it's just a cool movie. It's a
but
cool movie, man.
Stephen Dorff douchebag. That's the reason why. Because he's just a douchebag. That's
Yeah,
it.
he is, right? He's like
That's
a
it.
Wall Street. That's what I
Yeah,
love though.
he's
When I
such a
watched this
bra.
movie, I was like, I'm used to let's
He's
see.
a bra.
There is remember in Interview with the Vampire, oh, I have to live for eternity.
Yeah, so bored.
And this you get a lot like Near Dark, you have the nihilistic vampires, right?
Yeah,
They're awesome.
yeah,
But Fright Night, you have the neighbors and they have to live under doors. This
right.
one, like, it's just yuppies, bro. It's Michael Douglas from Wall Street. It's Gordon
That's it.
Gekko. Like
That's it.
the vampires have won and they have infinity pools. Like,
That's it.
they've won. And like, you know what's cool too? When I was 16, seeing him going to that club, like the Japanese, the club with the like Japanese performers. I believe it's Japanese,
Yes,
right? Like,
they were Japanese. That's
yeah,
correct.
and
Yeah.
and like seeing those vampires and there's different levels of vampires in this world.
Right. Right.
Like the world building is so good, man. And like the train scene and just man, like just
Well, this is how part two expands upon that. And then you get, oh, actually, we've done a terrible thing and made vampires who are even crazier than we are. Can you help us
mhm.
out?
Yeah.
Okay, that's why because they set it up so well in the first movie,
And
and
like
he just doesn't want to be told what to do by you stupid boomers. Get out of my face. Let me just take some X, bro, and play PlayStation. Shut up, bro.
and then like
That's his whole thing.
what about Mercury too? Like when she's dancing in the club, like you know what I like about Mercury is like she's like leads the way to kill people. Like she's kind of a
Yeah,
badass, man. Like
yeah,
I just
yeah.
I just love this movie. It's cool.
You're not
It's
wrong.
it's just a good movie. And Udo Kier, come
Well,
on.
it was not nice that they took his teeth.
And like it's also smart. This is what movies need to do. Well, they put sunblock on themselves. They put motorcycle helmets on. So you're like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, okay, they can survive in the light. So
Mm-hmm.
later on, when Steven Dorff is caked with sunblock, you're like, oh,
Sunblock,
okay,
yeah,
he can survive in the daylight. So
right.
it just establishes these vampires really well. Like there's
Yeah,
really good work, and
yeah,
it's just a cool movie. It's a cool movie. So yeah,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
my
You
that's my
can you
number
can
two.
absolutely tell the people who ended up doing True Blood were like, okay, so we're gonna take this part from Blade and just expand on it. Except when I would watch True Blood, I wanted to see the vampire underworld stuff and not all this Louisiana stuff.
Yeah,
This Louisiana soap opera thing. I didn't care. I wanted to see how the vampires were actually ruling the world behind the scenes and the battle. Because if we don't get this True Blood, we're actually just going to eat you all.
yeah.
Okay. Like I wanted to see that. I didn't care about Suke and Bill. That's why.
Suge,
Suke.
Suge.
Anyway,
And the love triangle and Eric and
it was a lot, son. It was a lot.
yeah, just
But hey, HBO nudity, son. I will always come back for some of that. That's what used to pull me into shows. So,
what's your final pick here, Norbert?
all right, and my final one, I'm
Well,
just
so
gonna
this is
go.
this is our number one overall, correct? Or did you do whatever you want?
I had no particular order. Did you have a particular order?
I'm
Like
working
favorites?
backwards.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
Norbert,
for me, these.
you
Oh,
are the coach of the comic book superhero squad. You have a first draft pick. What's your first draft pick?
okay. So I'm just gonna put it out there. Always been a Hulk fan, even though I love Spider. And so the '70s TV show, I used to watch that with my mom and dad. The one thing I did used to actually watch on CBS on a regular basis. Actually, no, that was NBC. That theme song, flawless. The Lonely Man, bloom, 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 flawless, beautiful. Every episode, no matter what happened, You watch Bill Bixby, rest in power, brother, walk alone, sad. The music is called The Lonely Man. Google it. Start to cry immediately because that's what it does.
Just
The
taking out
saddest piece
abusive
of
stepdads and like taking out people all over the country.
he's just and he's shoving goons and goons are shoving him and then he just can't take it anymore. And then he moves in very slow motion and launches people through windows, throws a bear across the sky. Ladies and gentlemen, The Incredible Hulk, 2008.
The Norton version.
The Norton version. I will take all arrows and slings. You can at me at Eddie Kane on Twitter, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I still call it Twitter. I'm not calling it the other thing. That's dumb. Anyway.
I was living in Korea. We didn't go together. Did you watch this in theaters in Korea in 2008?
Man, a lot of booze in 2008. Don't remember 2008 clearly. Not gonna lie. There are gaps in 2008.
Yeah, you had your
I do
Makgeolli.
remember this movie.
You had your Makgeolli.
We had the Makgeolli. We had the Baijiu.
We watched some cool movies, though.
I was still building up a tolerance doju. There was a lot of Nintendo Wii going on, drinking from Wednesday to Sunday. Listen.
Yeah, we had kind of a team there who could put them back.
We were just woo,
I'm lucky I went to the gym and played soccer out there. Otherwise, it would have that kept me focused.
The Hoffmeyer body. That man is chiseled from marble steel.
Well, the food is healthy out there, man. Like I just ate healthy. I was in my 20s.
And drinking. That's right. So,
bro, and it's height too. It's not the IPAs I drink now. Like height and Max.
Height Max.
Yeah, that's cheapest beer possible.
It was terrible and cheap. And this is why, ladies and gentlemen, the one thing I do remember from 2008.
You got into Makgeolli hardcore though. It
was amazing. How do you not drink Makgeolli?
I was there when you discovered it. One day you're like, Mark.
It was wonderful.
He's like, this is cheaper and better.
It's rice wine. It's flawless. And so 2008, we get Edward Norton, who I'm not going to lie, ladies and gentlemen.
A lot of shirtless Edward Norton.
There's another one for you to at me. I like him better than Ruffalo. There, I've said it. I like him as Banner better than Ruffalo because he's got that sad psycho thing going that Bill Bixby could pull off every once in a while. Bill Bixby would get actually mad on the show. And he was like straight up, we're doing Bill Bixby. And that is what I loved about 08. Mm-hmm. He was moving from place to place. And they took from the comics at the time, the Mr. Green, Mr. Blue on the laptop. There was a story going on at that time. It was really good in the comics. It was really good. And so they took that vibe and they put it in this movie. And then the Abomination is in it. And
Tim
then
Roth, baby.
We get a glimpse of the leader coming. All right.
Old Henry, baby.
And then the guy who runs the pizza shop, he was the dude that did the voice in the cartoon in the 60s.
Oh.
All right. And then he did the voice of Spider-Man in the cartoon too. So we get all these little cameos, right? We get Ferrigno hanging out with Stan Lee as cops, security. Oh, this is a good movie.
A couple good gags too when he falls out of the plane, which they copied later on Thor Ragnarok.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, and Liv Tyler, man, like Liv Tyler's always good.
She nails Betty, and I'm glad she's coming back.
Good.
She's coming back, ladies and gentlemen. She's coming back in the later ones, in whatever's coming out next.
You make a great point about Ruffalo, and I love Ruffalo. I love Scruffalo, but he doesn't have that anger to him. Ed Norton, I mean, have you seen him in An Italian Job? He didn't want to be there. He's the most pissed off I've ever seen in my life.
2 words, Hoffmeyer: Primal Fear. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. If you've seen Edward Norton in Primal Fear, you know that he can do psycho, multiple personality dude who's barely restrained at all times.
I want to be a lawyer in that world because I could just scream at people. You did not. And then the judge is like, I'll allow it.
I'll allow it, man. I will allow it. And so Edward Norton, okay, as a human being, difficult to work with, always rewriting your shit. I got it. Jerk. I get it. Okay. However, acting, leave that man alone. Let him wild out, son.
Yeah.
Let him do his thing. Okay. Seems to have a talent for it.
But you know what's crazy? He works beautifully with Wes Anderson, who's wildly meticulous. So I think Ed Norton has to respect you. Like, I think if he, Louis Leterrier directed this and he did Transporter 2, successful director. But I think when you let Norton have a lot of input into a movie, things can go bad. But he's still good in this. So I just had to watch every MCU movie and count all the shirtless time. And he's shirtless for an insane amount of time in this movie, but he's good in it. Like he's committed. He wears some bad hats, but he's very committed. And it's a lot, Roth is better than I remembered. The final battle's better than I remembered. This is a
good
fun movie,
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good movie. And not for nothing, Bill Bixby was shirtless a lot in the TV series, man, because your clothes are gonna get ripped, bro. It's a thing that's happening. Okay. And
I'm just not used to Norton Beefcake. Oh no, I guess he was American History X and Fight Club.
Bro, American History X, Edward Norton. Yet another level that I'm telling you, leave this man alone. Let him do his acting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let him do his acting. I do love how they completely ignored the 03 Ang Lee Hulk, because that one is like a side story. Yeah. Because that one is just it's insane. That's a weird movie. I don't dislike it, but it's weird. There's some weird things going on in that. And Eric Bana is terrible in that movie. He's not terrible in everything. He's terrible in that movie.
I like me some Josh Lucas though.
Yeah, he was hilarious as Jerk.
Yeah,
as Jerk guy. He was hilarious as Jerk guy. Yeah, I don't care what his. I forgot it's Talbot. That's right. But in the comics, Talbot's a jerk, and he nailed that. And so here, the 08 Hulk. All right, we get the perfect distillation of the story. We take it from the TV show, which up until that point was the best live action Hulk that we had seen. We take it from the TV show and we go from there. He's trying to cure himself. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
And he respected the material. He respected the material too.
What's his name? The dude that died, William Hurt, nails it.
Great.
Nails it. The little backdoor Marvel MCU thing, that came out of nowhere at the time. We were like, wait, what? And that's another reason why I'll never hate this movie. Because at the end of the Hulk, we were like, okay, yeah, let's leave. Wait, there's more? The movie's not finished yet? Is that Robert Downey Jr.? Wait a minute, what is he talking? The Super Soldier? That's what happened in 2008, ladies and gentlemen. It was nuts. All of you, STFU, all the way right now about I'm tired of superhero movies. I'm tired of the MCU. Because Iron Man nailed it. And then the Hulk came out and you're like, wait a minute. They're going to put this all together? Shut up about this movie. Watch it.
I became Hertz T guy on Captain America Civil War.
Nice.
He was in a scene and there was no one around to get tea. So like, Mark, go get Hurt tea. So I made him tea and he liked his tea. So like, Mark, next time he wants tea, you get his tea. So I became his tea guy.
You're reload. And Mark pops up out of nowhere. Reload. Mark comes out of nowhere with tea.
And nice. So they had me there for cars and lockup, cars and extras. But then they're like, well, we're going to this Porsche place and we need like extra people just for lockup. So I'm like, oh, it's easy money. I'll take it. So it's like the farthest spot away. So I'm like, Mark, tea. And I'll just have to sprint down some steps, run to catering, prep him his tea, then sprint upstairs, give him his tea. Like, hey, thank you. You're welcome. Run out, run back out, run across the street, run upstairs, push all the nosy people back inside, and then let them do their take. And then 10 minutes later, Mark T, run down. It kept my day going. So that was cool. Now, last one.
Okay. What do you got?
The best one.
What do you got?
2000's Unbreakable by M. Night Shyamalan. And you and I both love M. Night Shyamalan. We did Old. We've talked about Old or Magic Beach, as some people call it.
Sir.
But,
yes, sir.
So I was prepping for a Lady in the Water episode, and I was reading about Unbreakable, and I learned a lot about him in his career. So to make Sixth Sense, I'm being redundant here, but I want to tell you this story because it's cool. Sorry if you know it already. But he wanted to get out of his Miramax contract with the Weinsteins. He had to direct with them, but he found a clause where like the Miramax people messed up, where if he wrote a script and sold it, he could direct it for another studio. So M. Night sat down, looked at posters of all the classic movies, was like, I need to write one of these. And he wrote Sixth Sense. Gets out of his Miramax contract, one of the biggest films ever. Then he makes Unbreakable. And he learned a very important lesson on Unbreakable, but it's why this is my favorite superhero movie. So he said in an interview that Unbreakable is 60% art house film and 40% superhero. And that's why I love it. And then he said, since it didn't do as well, when he wrote Signs, he's like, I'm just going to write an entertaining movie. And it became one of the biggest of all time. So he knows how to make money. But Unbreakable, man, you have a man whose bones break easy. And he goes, there has to be the opposite of me. So he goes around causing horrible accidents, hoping that there's a man with unbreakable bones.
Yeah.
He discovers this man. He goes to his amazing comic shop. Like, this is before comics were cool, mind you. This is 2000. This is
Right.
2 years after Blade.
Right.
And
I think X-Men had just come out, right?
and you get this movie, right, where you have this origin story where this guy always kind of knew he was special, but he kind of lied about it to have a wife, to have his family. But the bench press scene is incredible. His son pulls a gun on him, like, I'm going to shoot you. And I think one of the most brutal scenes in superhero movie history, in any movie, and this is PG-13, is when he finds the orange jumpsuit man and he follows him back to his house. The orange jumpsuit man is drinking a beer and spitting it on a dead woman tied to a radiator. Like, it's one of the most brutal things I've ever seen. And David Dunn goes in and fights him, and he almost drowns in the water, because if you can't stab somebody, if you can't shoot somebody, you can still drown them.
Wolverine.
And then the kids save him, right? The kids save him. They pull him out of the water. He rekindles his relationship with his wife, Robin Wright, who's amazing. His son, Spencer Treat Clark, Joseph Dunn, who comes back later for Glass. Like, he kind of finds himself again. He becomes a superhero. And then just his final interaction with Elijah Price, like Mr. Glass, who's perfect with Samuel. Samuel Jackson's perfect in it.
Oh, creepy.
Just the hair and just the suits and the wealth in the comic book shop. Like, he added a really cool prestige to his comic book area.
Yes, he did.
And what he says was like, hey, I break, you don't. We are the opposites. We belong together. And once again, M. Night Shyamalan loves comic books. He loves comic books, and he loves these characters. And this movie is just, the Beast was originally written into this movie, but he took him out. Right. This movie, though, is 60% art house, and that's why I love it. It is slow, it's methodical, but it has moments that are better than any superhero film ever made. Like, I love Logan. Like, I love Dark Knight. Like, I think they're all great, but none of the 5 I picked I love. And Unbreakable for me is heads and tails better than all of them for me. So it's just and I love M. Night Shyamalan. Like, that dude swings. He swings away.
Oh yeah, well,
and
dude, they know.
Like, just the scene in the train where he like takes his ring off and then the train crashes, and but that, I'm telling you, man, like, it's so unique. It's so unique, and I just love it. So it's my number one overall.
The movie is not fast. The first time I saw this movie, I was confused. Do I like this? Because I did not like it. But I was just is this good? Watch it again. It is good. You got to sit. This is a movie where you sit with a brandy.
No, Islay Scotch.
Right? This is one of those. You can't get drunk with this movie because you might fall asleep. It's one of those. This movie's not fast, and it's not talking down to you either. It's not trying to explain anything to you. There's no super exposition until the very end.
That's what happens. Because the villain does that.
Right. Exactly. It's just things happen, and you need to pay attention. And you're either into the characters or you're not, because they're doing the Shyamalan thing of, we're not over-emoting, and we're talking like this sometimes. Yesterday, I talk like this. Everyone I knew thought I was insane. Except that's for 2 hours.
But he admits to it, though, and he learned from it. After his bad run, what I love about M. Night, right? He had to get out of his wine. He wanted to get away from the wine scenes, right? Sixth Sense. He needed a big hit. He writes Signs. I think Village is incredible. Like, I
like that movie too.
Yeah, and like, he had some bad runs, and he's like, listen, I'm going to finance a found footage horror film that's cheeky and fun, literally cheeky. And it features
Cabin in the Woods.
No, he wrote The Visit.
Visit, that's right.
He spent $5 million on a found footage film that hit the spot and made $100 million, dude. Then he writes,
that movie was great,
dude. And then Split makes $250 million. Glass makes $250 million. Like, Magic Beach makes 80. Knock at the Cabin is one of my 5 favorite movies of this year.
It's a dark movie, man.
But Batista's beautiful in it, man. Like, his line delivery, it's a different writer, but like, his line delivery in Knock at the Cabin is very Shyamalan, but not Shyamalan. Right. But Unbreakable, man. I don't care. Unbreakable is my favorite superhero movie ever made.
There's nothing wrong with that, man. You're good to go.
I mean, I love Batman Returns but I don't want to watch Batman Returns all the time, bro. That movie takes you places.
You can't watch that movie often. That's right. No. You need to space that out. And literally, I don't know if I've seen that since 1991.
DeVito is such a dirtbag in that movie, dude. The fish eating and the nose biting.
Okay. And then you get walking Max Shrek.
Max Shrek. And listen, Keaton cut all of his lines. He's murdering ghosts with a smile on it. Like he's murdering clowns with a smile on his face. Bruce
That's
Wayne
it.
is nothing in this movie. Bruce
No.
Wayne. So Bruce Wayne sits in his house and waits for the bat symbol to come on
That's
so
it.
he can go be Batman.
So he can go be a psychopath. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's pure sociopath in this movie. Yeah.
And I dig it. But Unbreakable's my number one. No
Okay.
Endgame. No
Okay.
Iron Man. Yeah. All right. Well, Norbert, where can people find you?
At Eddie Kane on Twitter, Norbert Morvan on SoundCloud. Enjoy yourselves, kids.
Awesome. Well, thank you for joining me, Norbert.
Thank you, brother. Good times as usual.
This is great. All right. So for me, Mark Hoffmeyer, for Norbert Morvan, this is Movie Films and Flicks. We'll see you next week.